पे भी तुम्हें कुछ काम है और फोर्थ फ्लोर पे भी कुछ काम है, ठीक है?
यस सर।
यहाँ पे दोस्त है, फोर्थ फ्लोर में उसके पापा।
किसी के पीछे बजाते थे।
Good morning everyone. Today's video, today's topic is about the application of trigonometry or heights and distances. Okay. So, whatever we have learned in trigonometry, we will apply it in this chapter. This is basically the application chapter of trigonometry. How it is, you see. Let us take some real life examples. Suppose you are at the shore of a lake, okay, and on the opposite side there is a tree. So what do you want to do? You know, ये width of the river must be this much, but can you exactly tell what is the width of the river or what is the height of the tree at a particular time of the day? Suppose the sun is here, sun is shining. So how will you tell or estimate the exact width of the river or the height of the tree? That is only with the help of what? Trigonometric ratios and whatever you have learned till now. So for example, let us take a triangle here. This triangle is a right angle triangle.
Yes sir.
Right. In this triangle there are two acute angles, this one and this one. So if you know the height of the tree by using a particular ratio out of sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot for any angle, this one or that one, you can find the missing variable, like the missing height or the distance, or maybe this also, right?
Yes sir.
So height and distance is in the chapter which helps you to apply trigonometry knowledge in daily life. You will apply it in NCERT questions and in exam questions. But in day-to-day life, it is applied everywhere. Many of the cases, even many of the apps you are running, it is using height and distances, and lots of things in civil engineering, mechanical engineering. Wherever you go, height and distance is a core part. You come to the road, height and distance is your tool, right? So by this knowledge, we now know what is it used for. It is used to find anything. It may be a tree's height, width of the river, maybe the height of a bridge. You are standing here. Maybe you want to measure the height of the bridge here or here, wherever you are, depending on the which side you are looking on to. Okay. So there can be numerous applications and numerous ways in which you will apply trigonometric knowledge to find distances or heights, right?
Yes sir.
So how will you apply? Okay, let us take some examples. Which trigonometric ratio to use where? The question students find difficult is, अच्छा मुझे पता है ये राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल है, मेरे पास ये मान लो ये दिया है 10 मीटर, ये पेड़ है 10 मीटर हाइट का और मैं यहाँ पे हूँ और ये पेड़ का फुट, दिस इज द फुट ऑफ द ट्री एंड हाउ मच डिस्टेंस इट इज फ्रॉम मी, हाउ टू ऑब्टेन दैट, which ratio should I use? Should I use sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec? So the first point of height and distance solving is, we'll come to that. I will tell you all the points how to solve. But let us see in this particular situation, if you know the height of the tree is this much, and this is what you have to find. So if this is your angle of concern, you know this angle is how much, then you can apply, this is the opposite side, this is the adjacent side. So P upon P. So which ratios deal with P and B, only those ratios you can use to your, okay, to your facility. Like if you use P and B, you know it is either tan or cot.
Yes, sir.
If I use tan here, I can obtain tan upon x, and if I know the angle, then I can find this. This is known, this is known, this is the only variable which you can find out without any problem. But if the question changes, let us go on to another example. If the question changes, suppose you are flying a kite here. The kite is flying at a height of 200 meters. It is given to you. You are here somewhere. Okay. And supposedly the string is taut. Means it does not have any slack. The string is a straight line. It's following a straight line. ढीला नहीं है. अगर ढीला नहीं है और स्ट्रेट है तो ये राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल फॉर्म करता है और यहाँ पे तुम्हें एंगल पता है. So you can find कि तुमने कितना धागा छोड़ा, ये निकाल सकते हो.
Yes, sir.
This is the hypotenuse here. This is the opposite side here. You can choose any ratios which are concerning P and H, that is sine or cosec, because cosec भी तो H by P होता है, right? So in this way you can choose which trigonometry ratio to use in a particular question, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the first thing which you should know, that how to choose the trigonometric ratio. Now let us come to the basic concepts of height and distance. You see, whenever you are the observer, मान लो ये तुम्हारा आंख है, ठीक है, और यहाँ से तुम देख रहे हो और तुम नीचे खड़े हो ग्राउंड पे, ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
सो ये मान लो एक टावर है. तो इस टावर को, when you are looking at this tower from a point below its height at some distance from its foot, you will look along this direction, right? So two things to notice here. First is the horizontal line passing through your vision. The horizontal line passing through your vision is always called as the horizon. This line is horizon. This is very important to remember carefully. If you are looking from here, this is the horizon. If someone is looking from here, तो मान लो एक बहुत ही लंबा आदमी, मान लो अमिताभ बच्चन is here. Okay, you are here, and this is some very tall person looking here. He is at some other height. He is looking like this. So for him, the horizon is not this, but this. This one. Got it? This is the horizon for the person B. Another person is suppose looking from here. For him, the horizon will be this one. So, for different position of observation, different horizons exist. First point, remember that. Got it? Okay. If you know now what is the horizon, let us come to the second concept. Suppose you are here, look, watching a tower here. Okay. You are looking at a point. Suppose A. This is B. This is C. This BC stands as your horizon because this is the line passing through your observation point. And this line joined from the point of observation to the object. This can be the window of a house. This can be the top of a building. This can be the friend at whom you are looking. Okay, or girlfriend. Who knows? So whatever it may be, this is an object for you, which you are looking at. And whenever you are looking at it, your eyesight or your point of observation and the object, you can form a line. This is known as line of sight. What is it?
Line of sight.
Yes. Line of sight. Second concept. First you understood horizon. Now you understood line of sight. This is the line of sight joining your observation point to the object. It can be like this also. मान लो, imagine you are the person standing on the top of the building. ठीक है?
Yes sir.
मतलब किसी के पापा. ठीक है? और यहाँ पे तुम नीचे घूम रहे हो, किसी को ढूंढ रहे हो. ठीक है?
Yes.
लेकिन तुम्हें मिल गए उनके पापा, और पापा यहाँ पे खड़े हैं पहले से ही. अब उनके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखो, ही इज ऑब्जर्विंग यू कि भाई ये कौन घूम रहा है हमारे कॉलोनी में. 2 घंटा हो गए यहाँ से जा ही नहीं रहा. अच्छा, ये जो देख रहे हैं यहाँ से, फॉर हिम सिंस ही इज एट द टॉप ऑफ द बिल्डिंग, द लाइन ऑफ साइट विल बी लाइक दिस डाउनवर्ड्स. नाउ यू आर द ऑब्जेक्ट for him and he is the observer.
Yes
So
sir.
you can also say the horizon for him is also not this one but this one, passing through his line of his observation point. This is the horizon for him. देखो horizon मैंने बोला ना, changes place. Look at it. यहाँ था इसके लिए, तुम्हारे लिए, और यहाँ तुम्हारे दोस्त के पापा के लिए. ठीक है ना? For your arch nemesis. So this person looking from here, the horizon is here and the object is here. So the situation is little bit different. The line of sight is this one.
Yes sir.
You got it?
Yes sir.
Okay. So now you understood what is line of sight. The line joining the observation point to the object. Just draw a line. That is the line of sight. And if you pass a line parallel to the horizon through the observation point, it will give you the horizon. Understood that much?
Yes sir.
That's enough. Okay. So now you understood what is line of sight and what is horizon. Okay. तुम्हें बहुत इंटरेस्ट लग रहा है इसमें?
Yes sir.
लगता है you have experienced something like this. Anyway, so अगर देखो लाइन ऑफ साइट ऑफ होराइजन समझ गए तो इसको अप्लाई करते हैं. मान लो नीचे से someone is observing a building stop. Okay, यहाँ से यहाँ तक ये लाइन ऑफ साइट है और ये उसका होराइजन है.
Yes sir.
This is the observation point. Okay.
Okay sir.
Now the angle made by the line of sight and the horizon while observing a point at the top of a building from a point below it at some distance from it. मतलब नीचे से देखा हुआ चीज ऊपर वाली चीज को नीचे से देख रहे हो. ठीक है? तो यहाँ से जब देख रहे हो ना, तुम्हारे होराइजन और तुम्हारे लाइन ऑफ साइट में जो एंगल बनता है इन दोनों आर्म्स से, that is known as alpha, which is called angle of what? Angle of elevation. Okay, angle of elevation. Elevation इसलिए बोलते हैं because you are looking up. You are looking at a point which is elevated to some distance above your horizon. That is why you are calling it angle of elevation. Same thing if the person is at a height and looking at a car on a road or an object on a road this is the line of sight and this is the horizon. Okay, then this angle made again by the line of sight and the horizon here is called beta, denoted by beta. You can call it theta also. This is the angle of depression. ठीक है,
यस सर,
नीचे वाला जो है उसका एलिवेशन और ऊपर वाला जो है
डिप्रेशन,
उसका डिप्रेशन, राइट। वो तब से देख रहे हैं ना कौन आ रहा है जा रहा है, 2 घंटे से नहीं जा रहा है, समझ में आया?
यस सर,
सो एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन तभी होता है जब यू आर ऑब्जर्विंग ए पॉइंट बिलो यू एट सम डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम योर फुट फ्रॉम अ पॉइंट व्हिच इज हायर, राइट।
यस सर,
सो देखो दोनों ही एंगल लाइन ऑफ साइट और होराइजन के अंदर है। यहाँ पे ऐसा है, वहां पे वैसा है। अच्छा ये बीटा है तो ये भी बीटा हो जाता है बाय अल्टरनेट इंटीरियर एंगल प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ एंगल्स बिटवीन टू पैरेलल लाइंस। सो वो बाद की बात है, लेकिन यही बीटा है।
ओके सर,
द कॉमन मिस्टेक व्हाट स्टूडेंट डू, ये मैं नहीं डाला, ये तुम समझ गए, होराइजन समझ गए, लाइन ऑफ साइट समझ गए, एलिवेशन एंगल समझ गए, डिप्रेशन एंगल समझ गए।
Yes.
व्हाट कॉमन मिस्टेक स्टूडेंट्स डू इज ऐसे ऊपर से करते हैं और नीचे चीज को देखते हैं और बोलते हैं ये है एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन। मत करना, ये गलत है, दिस इज रॉन्ग। बिकॉज़ रिमेंबर द फंडामेंटल, होराइजन के साथ जो एंगल है वो है एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन, वर्टिकल के साथ नहीं है। ये लाइन ऑफ साइट और होराइजन के बीच में जो एंगल है वो है एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन, ठीक है। ये गलती मत करना, या फिर ऐसे भी मत करना कि एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन मान लो किसे कर रहे हो और तुमने ऐसे कर दिया इसको अल्फा, ऐसा कोई करता है नहीं, ऐसे बहुत लोग करते हैं, ठीक है। रिमेंबर इट, रिमेंबर द कॉन्सेप्ट, लाइन ऑफ साइट और होराइजन के बीच में होगा एंगल, और होराइजन कहां पे होता है? जहां से लाइन पास करता है ऑब्जर्वर से। ये सब पॉइंट तुम्हें क्लियर है, you are never going to forget it, you will never do a mistake. At least in the starting of a question there cannot be a mistake, you will do a perfect diagram, and height and distance में perfect diagram means you are set up for the answer. Okay, half the battle is won. In height and distance half the battle is already won if you have done the diagram correctly. So I told you all the tools you need to do the diagram. Now we will discuss something interesting, question solving, approach कैसे करेंगे। this video is only about concepts, हम concept पढ़ लेंगे बाद में देखेंगे क्वेश्चन कैसे होता है, लेकिन आज सीखेंगे कि क्वेश्चंस को अप्रोच कैसे करेंगे। कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो सकता है, मैं 4-5 डायग्राम कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है। पहले केस में देखो, यहाँ से कोई देख रहा है ऊपर को, तो ये एंगल ऑफ डिरेक्शन कुछ दिया है और समथिंग इज आस्क्ड। सेकंड केस में यू सी ये है, यहां से देखा तो ऐसा, वहां से देखा तो कुछ और एंगल है, मान लो थीटा है, ठीक है। देयर कैन बी अनदर केस लाइक दिस, one person is observing two different things or the same thing at two different times. मान लो car is going from here to here, after some time it has gone some distance, same person is observing, okay, so it will have two angles of depressions.
yes sir,
This is the case. Look at this case, a person is observing a cloud and this is a lake, and lake में होता है क्या? रिफ्लेक्शन। अच्छा लेक में शैडो भी होता है,
yes sir,
वो शैडो मत देखना, रिफ्लेक्शन जो होता है it occurs at the same distance as the object distance is equal to image distance in a plane mirror. The lake is a plane mirror, right? तो object distance is same as image distance, तो image will be formed, reflection will be somewhere inside the lake, right?
yes sir,
So the person will observe the cloud and will observe its reflection in the water, and you will have two different angles here, alpha, here maybe theta. This is another case. There are some more cases like this. You are observing a building. मान लो तुम यहाँ पे हो,
Yes, sir.
ये बिल्डिंग का सेकंड फ्लोर का खिड़की है और ये फोर्थ फ्लोर का खिड़की है, ठीक है? तुम्हें दोनों जगह इंटरेस्ट है, ठीक है? यू वांट टू सी एट द सेकंड फ्लोर, यहाँ पे भी तुम्हें कुछ काम है और फोर्थ फ्लोर पे भी कुछ काम है, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ पे दोस्त है फोर्थ फ्लोर में उसके पापा, राइट? सो यू आर लुकिंग एट बोथ द प्लेसेस, वो आया कि नहीं, ये आई कि नहीं, राइट? सो imagine, so this is the situation. If you are looking like this, then you will get a diagram like this. You will have two angles of elevations, this is and this is. Got it, right?
Yes, sir.
So you see, like this infinite number of cases can be formed. और भी बहुत सारी चीज हो सकता है, माउंटेन चढ़ रहे हो, वहां से देखा यहाँ तक चढ़े और वहां से माउंटेन का पीक को देखा, राइट? तो बहुत सारी चीज हो सकता है, ये हो सकता है, ये हो सकता है. I am just stating a few examples. I am just stating a few examples which is necessary for you basic questions. You see, just look at all these diagrams. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now I will tell you how to approach all of these questions in a single manner. कुछ ज्यादा धंधा नहीं है, इसको अलग से करो, इसको अलग से करो, इसको अलग से करो, इसको नहीं. ये हाइट एंड डिस्टेंस में ये फायदा है कि जो समझ गया वो एक ही मेथड में कर लेगा. कैसे? लेट्स सी. सपोज दिस वाज द फर्स्ट डायग्राम. I just draw. Okay. Look at this case. Look at this case. Look at this. In all of these cases, what do you see? You see right angle triangles. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right angle triangles everywhere. Here, and everywhere. Right? So all of the places you see right angle triangles. The first thing in height and distance problem is to draw a diagram. This is the first step, and this is the most important step you will take to pursue a question in height and distances. If you have drawn a diagram correctly, you are already there. Second point, once you have drawn the diagram correctly, what you have to do is identify the right angles, right angled triangles. Once you have done the diagrams correctly, you will go on and identify भाई कितने right angled triangles हैं. यहाँ पे एक है, यहाँ पे दो है, यहाँ पे दो है, यहाँ पे दो है, वहाँ पे दो है, वहाँ पे दो. In most of the cases, you will find two, right? You may find three somewhere. It's fine. So once you identify the right angled triangles, the next job is to assign variables. मान लो तुम्हारे पास इस डायग्राम में ये 20 मीटर है, ये पता नहीं है और ये नहीं पता, तो you will assign this height of the tower as h, at which the person is standing. Let it be h. Let it be h meters.
Okay.
So you have assigned the variable symbol to the unknown, and to the known you have given the value. मान लो ये 10 है. You don't know. Different types of questions. There will be one variable and there will be a lot of known things, right? So you will assign the variables to the unknown and identify the knowns. Knowns what? Identify the known sides. In all those right angled triangles, we are talking about sides only. Look at this. If you don't know this, this is a side of the triangle. If you know this is also a side of the triangle. If you want this is also a side of the. We are dealing with only sides of right angled triangles. So some of them we know, some of them we don't know. Assign the variable to unknown and assign the knowns their values. Next, look at all of the cases. there are two triangles, there is one side common. In this case, the perpendicular is common. This is the common side in both the triangles. In this case, the perpendicular is common. This is the common side in both the triangles. In this case, the base is common. Look at this. यहाँ पे perpendicular अलग, मान लो perpendicular same है, वो अलग बात है. लेकिन common side क्या है? The sharing side is the base.
Yes.
So this is the common side in these two triangles. यहाँ पे देखोगे, यहाँ पे भी base है, क्योंकि height तो अलग है. इसका height ये है, उसका height वो है, और hypotenuse भी अलग है, right? So in different cases, whatever may be the cases, always remember there are triangles, but they always have some side in common. Maybe the perpendicular, the base, or maybe the hypotenuse. In some questions, the hypotenuse is common. So you don't worry. You just find out the common sides. Means identify the common sides in the triangles. All of these things you have done. After that, then the next thing is assign proper trigonometric ratio. मान लो you have in this triangle ratio in each triangle. मान लो दो triangle है. So in this triangle also you assign the proper ratio like sine. If you need sine, you add sine. यहाँ पे you need cos, you do cos. How will you do that? I have told you in the first introduction of the video, today's video only, how to assign which trigonometric ratio. Suppose P and H is your concern. P you know, H you don't know. Okay, so you will assign sine or cosec, because sine or cosec deals with P by H, H by P.
Yes, sir.
Suppose you know base and you know perpendicular. One of them you don't know, other one you know. The angle is known. P by P. You will assign tangent or cotangent, tan or cot. Because in these ratios only you can find the other one. If you assign sec, you will have a problem. So assign the proper ratios in each triangles. Means you look at the unknown, look at the known, look at what you are dealing with two sides, and according to that you use the ratio required. After assigning, the sixth step is, since you know one side is common, you can either equate the common side or eliminate the common side and find the answer. These steps, what I told you, are the basic steps required to solve any height and distance questions. Maybe any difficult or very easy also, but these are the step-by-step path which you will follow in order to get proper answers in a proper manner without faltering, right?
Yes, sir.
So you look at the video again and again, do some questions, basic questions, and apply whatever I have taught, and you look yourself whether you are able to know or not. If you are not able to understand anything, you can tell me by the comment section or by some other method. You can tell me which part you did not understand. But I would suggest you to look at the video again and again and look at which part I put my emphasis on, right? And hopefully your fear of height and distance will be gone by the end of this video, and of course practice will definitely make you perfect. That's all for this class. Thank you. Have a great day.